Hi there, TK. Nice seeing you again. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Dylan?
Good. So you wanted to meet up to just sort of chat about some, what is it, some business ideas, or is it more career advice? How can I help?
I think we can touch a bit into both, but more about business. Since I know you are good at that. I mean, both you are good at career and business-wise. So I was like, the first person that came into my mind. I know Dylan. Then I was like, I'll just send you a message. See how.
Well, I'm happy to help. Okay. So give me your ideas. What is it? What are you thinking about?
So it's I think I'm thinking of, I have a small business that mainly targeting developers or people that are in the IT departments. So it's more of a clothing company or a clothing brand.
Okay.
That because developers, we need something to encourage us on a day-to-day basis. So our t-shirts or our hoodies or our sweaters or our merch will be more about what we do. So it will be written about like some quotes on the front or at the back, just to, encourage us to, to be ourselves in the work industry. Yeah, so that's the business that I was thinking of going into, because we sold, because we started last year, but we have sold quite a number of merch and people are responding well into the business. They want more and more. So I was thinking of approaching, let's say, Life Choice, where I came from, or maybe the coding spaces, and sell on their campuses or something like that. So I didn't know exactly how to put the idea and go forward with it. So that's why I was like, let me.
Okay, so it's not really an idea because you've already made a few and sold a few. Am I right?
Yeah.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I have a website. I don't know if I can send you.
Yeah, do you want to put the link in the chat? And I'll just call it up here.
Huh? Second. Okay, I've sent it now.
Okay, cool. Is it Maxfi or Maxfi?
Maxfi, yes.
Maxify, Maxfi. 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 You keep saying Maxify.
Sorry?
You keep saying Maxify.
Yeah, it's Maxify, yes.
But it's spelled Maxfi or Maxfi. Maxfi.
Yeah, yeah, maybe it's just my pronunciation, but there's no I between X and F.
Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. It's like a play on words, Maxify, but I just read Maxfi or Maxfi. Anyway, it's not important. I think the main thing is you got a name, you got a URL, you got it up, you got a logo, and like auditing your website. You've been a good student. I like it. Code and sell the ultimate destination for tech-inspired fashion. I like it. Why is this not selectable?
Sorry?
What did you code this in? Just as a curiosity.
That's WordPress.
Is it WordPress? But it's not selectable.
I removed the inspect element because people were like stealing the images and stuff like that. So I was like, let me just remove the.
Well, I mean, is this your image here of the lady sitting on the stairs?
Yeah, that's my. Oh no, that's I got that on Unsplash.
Oh, okay. But did you put the words on her top?
Yes, I did.
So that's your like something that you would do, because I think you would need to, because anyone's going to steal that image because it's a cool image. Uni 56, sweaters, girl code, very cool. Show off your love for coding and style. Cool. Okay, so you've got a website. It's e-commerce. And you just want to know, how do I grow it? What is your question?
Like, how do I grow the audience and how do I turn the audience into sales?
So how are people finding you at the moment?
Via LinkedIn, via Instagram. I also have a mailer list that I send, let's say, once a week usually.
That's good. You become a full-on digital marketer. Look at you. I don't feel like blogging. Go away. That is very, very cool. And you're using all your hashtags. Oh, Marvin, I don't feel like signing in. Okay, cool. I like it. Very, very nice. Oh, look, there you are, supermodel. I like it.
I try not to be in the picture more. I don't know if that's a good thing or it's not really a good thing in terms of brand. Because I listened to your post that you did. I think it was yesterday, about people looking at your name and they'll assume that you are a male, and then they'll quickly sign. Or so I mean, I don't know how.
So okay, but so if you've watched any of my talks on web dev, what's the second most important page that I always talk about? Most important page is the home page. Second most important page
is the about page.
Yes. So I think answers the question for me. Is like, I would love that you mention that you're a developer and you hang out with developers and, something about you. And then I think it makes sense to build a brand very much around you, that you model half the things. Because I think it's, a lot of why people buy from brands is because they buy into the person.
Okay.
So there's a lot of brands out there that are on Instagram that have a very strong correlation between the creator and the brand. Like is it Rabia Gore from Switch Beauty and Candice Bacon from Bacon Bikinis? There's a very strong correlation between the founder and the brand, because it makes the brand have more of a story and it makes the brand stand out. So I would definitely, if I were you, I would make the brand a little bit more about, I would bring you in a little bit more. It also makes the brand trustworthy and,
Okay.
So remember trust, like
the trust, yes. I think you always used to mention the trust. Yeah.
Exactly. So how can you bring in trust? Like, you can bring a little section about us and have a photo of you, on it. And then obviously here to get as many testimonials as you can, because people worry that they're going to pay and not see the product.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
I think we have quite a lot of testimonials that, I think we can implement that on the website as well.
And also, create posts about the testimonials. Anything that you can. If someone gives you a testimonial, copy, paste it, put it into a post, stick it up on your Instagram as an image, so everyone can see your testimonials through that the products are being ordered and being delivered. Okay, so that answers the question of, because if we send you a lot of traffic to your websites, but then they land on your website, it's a relay race with the baton. So you can create a whole bunch of ads and send a whole bunch of traffic to the site, and they've handed the baton over to the website. Now the website is dropping the baton. So the traffic did its job, and it sent a whole lot of people here, and we created all these partnerships, we come up with all these great ideas. But the first thing before we go and find your customer is we need to fix the leaky bucket. So your funnel at the moment might be like this. A lot of people land on the site, and they drop off and they drop off and they drop off, and only one buys. So before I send you traffic, I want you to make the drop-off less steep. So a lot of people visit your site, they add to cart, they check out, they pay, so that it's less of a steep funnel and more of a pipe. So you don't want to drop off people along the way. So before we talk about sending you traffic, let's talk about making your website as identifying any holes in your website that's causing people to fall out. So number one, can I buy from Instagram directly?
Yes, I was busy. The shop, I think if you can, I think it's active now. If you can scroll up, I think there's a shop button. Okay, so I think it's still in the process, but I think on my Instagram, I'm not so sure if you can. Are you logged? I don't know if you can see if you are logged in, but I think I can see it on my other. Yeah, I think you can. There is a shop button that you can. Okay. Also, I put it to the website. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's number one, because a lot of people just want to buy from Facebook and Instagram. They don't actually want to from Instagram. They don't really want to go out of the app. And then the second thing is a lot of people will search you and they don't want to buy where they found you. They first want to research you, especially your developers. You've got a lot of suspicious people or people who are highly interrogatory in their approach. Their personalities are very structured and very naturally suspicious. So your site has to be flawless. Okay. So I think just adding, so you've done well you've got your products unpacked here. I can shop by category, and you can make a very long homepage. Like you can have the unisex heading so you can have these categories, and you can say shop by category. Bring in a heading that says shop by category, and then you could actually then unpack each category with just a little row. So unisex, and I see 4 or 5, and sweaters I see 4 or 5, and all on your homepage. So as I'm scrolling down, I can basically see the full range. So now I can see all your products, and then. And then now I want to see trust. So the first thing is products and trust. So then you have a mini statement of your about us, developed by TK Vengai, who's based in Cape Town. And do you have a business partner? Are you doing this all yourself, or whatever the case might be? TK is a passionate developer who also is passionate about digital marketing, and passionate about coding, and passionate about motivating and inspiring developers in their day. And then you can have a read more, click, and it takes you to the About page. So this is still on your homepage. Then I'm saying, okay, how else can you build trust? You got your FAQs, which is great. The only thing I don't like about your headings is they're very long. See what other software developers have to say about our programming hoodies. That's not that's a sentence. You need a heading that's called testimonials. So just bring in a header 2 above this that says testimonials. And this one's also too long here. This show off your love for coding in style with our programming hoodies, because what you're selling is at the end of the sentence, and I didn't even get that far because I'm scanning. I just scanned along the margin, and what you sell is right at the end, and my eye never made it that far. So I actually don't know what that sentence is about. We'll bring in a header 2 and call it programming hoodies. And then you can say, show off your style, while coding, blah, blah, blah. That's a sentence, that's not a heading. That's all. And then you need for SEO, you need to hyperlink the words. So you need to have hyperlinks of the text as well. So I would say your keyword is programming hoodies or hoodies for programmers and software developers. So
Okay,
I'm going to make the suggestion you say, our hoodies are these hoodies are designed for software developers and programmers. And then you hyperlink that word, or I don't know what your keyword would be. It's kind of obscure. Let's go to my favorite thing, which is Google Trends, because your SEO is going to be the best source of traffic for you, cheapest, free, and forever. So if you're asking me how do you send traffic to me, I'm going to say let's look at Google Trends. So I would say tech hoodies.
I was also trying to look at keywords on platform like this, but I couldn't find really.
Yeah, I can't find anything.
Who are doing the same thing, you know. So it's like I'm the one who is like starting this business or
honey hoodies, honey clothes. Okay, maybe this isn't going to work out. Honey. Your search volumes in South Africa are very low. Tech hoodies. Let's just go with hoodies. The hoodies, you've got a lot. So you have to decide if you're going to specialize in, I don't know we have to find the keywords. And I mean, we've got other tools that we use, like Uber Suggest or SEMrush, where you can actually, or Google Keywords, keyword planning tool, where you can actually look into what in South Africa are the top search for terms for your category. Even if you only have 10 people searching, you've got a sub niched market, and you have to decide what your keyword is that you can search for. Because even if it's small, it doesn't matter. Tech hoodies is 0. Funny t-shirts is low. But yeah, you have to do your keyword research to give your site the best opportunity to rank.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, so I would just
I was saying, because I get a lot of traffic on the website, but then the funnel, like you said, it's. I mean, people are dropping the ball when they are on the website. So I mean, I don't know what's the cause of that. I think.
Look, the first thing you need to do is watermark your images. So if people are stealing your images, it's fine. Just watermark them, because then it makes it a bit harder for them to steal it. And also, if they do steal it, your watermark goes with. And then, yeah, so that's number one. But I don't like the fact that nothing's selectable, because obviously I want to see. I don't know. It feels a bit weird, but maybe the developers will not be bothered by that. If you're like a hardcore developer, you'll know what's going on there. Okay, so number one, watermark your images if stealing them is a problem, and also so that if people do want to steal your designs, at least they know. You can put a little, get a little clothing label that floats over the design that says designed by Maxfi.co.za. And it kind of floats over the image, so I can't just copy the whole image and cut you out the background. Because if you're literally if your little logo at the bottom right, I'm just going to crop you right out the image if I need to steal your image. I'm just going to crop it out. So just make sure it's kind of floating over, just paste it on. Okay, anyway, so if I go add to cart, let's check out your
the process to the checkout.
Yeah, I think you've only got one image. You've only got one image. Usually there's a bunch of images and there's an image of somebody actually wearing it. So all of these things add cost, they add time. It's heartbreaking to have your own business, because it's extremely time consuming, which is why I have an agency, because you literally don't have time to do all the things that you need to do to build a world-class site. It is very time consuming. But yes, what is causing people not to check out is trust. So they can't see the difference. They can't see the fabric. I can't zoom in. Like usually on an e-commerce site, I can zoom in on the image. This thing, I can't even select the image. I can't click on it. I can't, I don't know. Is it scratchy? And you've given me a huge paragraph of text. TK, what have I taught you about marketing? If people don't read, you have to give them bulleted lists, so it's easy for them to scan it. So I'm not going to read all this stuff. I just see blah, blah, blah. So what you can do is you can say, if you're looking for coming durable in your hoodie, a light blue will come through. Gilly, what's Gildan? What's Gildan?
So it's, I think I'll have to rephrase that, because someone did the products for me to aid them. So I think I'll
I probably copied from another website. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, then you can go enter. Our hoodie sweatshirts are : bullets, capital H, hand printed, with a professional direct-to-garment printer. Enter. Capital S, soft, durable, long-lasting, printed graphic using high-quality water-based inks. Enter, : comfortable, lightweight. I don't know, is this polyester? Is this cotton? You haven't mentioned, I don't want to wear plastic.
Okay, I get what you
more information. I can't see anything in the image. You're giving me very little. $350 is not a huge amount of money, especially for a developer. But they still don't want to wear. They don't want to wear junk.
Junk, yeah.
Yeah. So you've not got a lot of products on your site yet. It'll probably take you 2 hours to go through your whole site, go through all your text, bullet it out nicely. Make sure every bullet starts with a capital S, because it does my head in when I see bullets, and some start with capital and some not lowercase. Make sure all the descriptions are there that I want to have. Okay, so then I click add to cart, and it would be great if there's at least the back of the hoodie, so I can see there's not some Mickey Mouse printed on the back, or is it dorky? And it would be amazing if I could zoom in and see the fabric. There's that plugin where you can zoom in and actually see the fabric. Okay, there we go. I just want to see Okay, so there's calculate your address receipt. So nowhere have you told me that this excludes or includes shipping. So now what's happening is in my brain, I made peace with the fact that it's 350 Rand. But now you're telling me that I have to give you my address to get the shipping detail, to get the shipping price. So now suddenly this hoodie that I wanted to order has become a lot more expensive in my mind, and I'm backing out now because you didn't warn me. So I'm going to make up some name and last name and phone number and email and country South African, house number. Shall we go? Let's go with give me a postcode. Tell me I must have a coupon.
I think my network just...
I'm not sure what's going weird, and I don't know why. Coupon code does not exist.
Did you?
It's weird that it's asking me for a coupon. Did I accidentally select coupon somewhere? I don't think I did.
It's saying coupon 11.
Proceed to checkout. Oh, there it's giving me the shipping now, 60 Rand, which isn't a huge amount of money. Okay, so do is additional plugins that you buy from WooCommerce, additional plugins that you can more trusted. You accept in visually sense of trust.
I think my network is just...
I mean, you can literally create icons to say trusted, okay, RAM hand-to-hand courier or will really just Visa, MasterCard. But something called, I think what's coming now is around deliveries. Who do I call if there's a problem? You've got no contact details on here. Like if I call, there's a contact us. So I've given a talk during lockdown on the basics of e-commerce best practice. Okay, so you have a phone number here, which is great. But I had to click contact us to see it. So if you go and watch that talk on lockdown, my lockdown live talk, give me an e-commerce website, Yuppie Chef. Yuppie Chef. And her text house. Okay, so let's look at Here they mention free delivery on orders and customer care number right up at the top.
Okay, I see.
So immediately I know that there's a number I can call, and you're telling me about that it's not free. Immediately you've told me it's not free delivery. And you can bring that in, free delivery from orders over 800 Rand. Because suddenly people don't want to pay that 60 Rand delivery fee, and they'll add 2 to cart just to not pay that. You know what I mean? I've done that before. So scroll down. There's no trust. 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 So they don't have any trust icons except right down here at the bottom. They've just got Visa, the payment gateways, and then they've got their telephone numbers that are the trusty things. But everything else. But you get a sense from the site that it's a decent site. Here, let's have a look at what they've got a need help. They don't have any trust up here. Oh, here they've got the manage expectations on deliveries. So free orders for over 500 when you collect from our stores. So you could say free orders over X or 60 Rand delivery to major cities. To Cape Town, Joburg, Bloem, like you can say 60 Rand delivery, because if it's a standard 60 Rand delivery to the major cities, then you can say 60 Rand delivery or free over 500 to the major cities. Okay, now here's their trust bank. 16 years in business, leading brands. Here they've made their own little icon, trusted, safe, and secure. Deliver or collect throughout South Africa. Easy returns. You haven't mentioned anything about returns. Like, what do I do if there's a problem? I'm going to be stuck having put out 350 Rand plus 60 for delivery, and I have no idea and what you can also do is if you get picked up by any retail stores, you could say, go and view us at these retail stores, or, that kind of thing. Okay. Let's just see any other trust views that they have. They've got their bank of logos here.
Okay.
There's their bank of banking logos. And then they've got their about us, returns and repairs, track your order. They've got a whole stack for help. They've got a stack for our returns policy. And then they've got different, some people like to navigate by the footer menu. So I like to have footer menus in nice, clear stacks, because sometimes, especially your developers, it can be overwhelming. There's too much colors and pictures and stuff. So, and also you don't have drop downs on your nav. Like, there's no drop downs.
Oh, okay. And I know you're a big fan of maker menus.
I know, because you're forcing me to click. I have no idea what's there. It's a mystery, and people hate clicking. But I mean, I get that you want to, and you've got such nice. Yeah.
I was saying, I think a drop down is something that I should put in the menu as well, because I think it's easy for navigation, especially on products.
Yeah, look, and I mean, like as your customer, I might say, I like this. Can I not switch out? I mean, this is something I don't want you to spend a lot of time on, but I may not like. The other one didn't. I didn't see a size drop down on the other one, but like I may not like the hoodie, and I don't get to choose the color of the hoodie, and I don't get to choose the style. So I mean, like, don't make these changes now. Like, first, let's get you some customers. But as a customer, I want to choose the message and I want to choose the hoodie. But I'm just parking the hoodie. Okay, so now you've got the site. You make a few modifications. It shouldn't take you more than half a day to do what I've said. So now, how are you going to get more traffic? So have you played around? Like, if you want global traffic, then obviously Reddit is a really good place for you to try your luck. It's very hard to. It's not a very friendly crowd.
The traffic comes, but the pages, I mean, the people from Reddit, sometimes they don't buy, sometimes they do.
I mean, like have you posted on Reddit?
Yes, I have posted on Reddit.
If you say literally to Reddit, like in one of the more techie subreddits, and you say something like, I'm a young front-end developer, I've created this business, tell me what I'm doing wrong, nobody's buying. You might actually, if you say you approach it that way, Reddit likes to help. And you might actually get somebody to buy from you. But the problem with Reddit is it's very international and you are very South African. So like, how do they pay if do you accept PayPal?
No, I didn't put PayPal there, but I do you think it's something also that I should, because I think I strictly make it for South African because I wasn't ready for the big traffic when I'm still, starting. I wanted to know the process.
I don't know why anyone would want to order it and pay a lot more when they can probably get the same thing closer from because we haven't really spoken about your competitors, but I assume that there's a lot of people doing this, right?
Yeah, there is quite a few, yes. There's quite a few people who are doing that, but they are mostly doing it on Instagram. I haven't found a website because I'm trying also to get the ideas of where they are coming from and stuff like that. I can only see them on Instagram. That's where they usually post. But when you look at their profile, they don't have a website or something.
I mean, as a developer, which I'm not, I imagine that I would want to actually sometimes put the message in and print it on, but then I can go to any company and do it myself. Basically, then you're just the hoodie provider and customize your own, put your thing and print it yourself. I don't know. And then there's some nice ones that are pre-designed, or I can make my own hoodie.
Okay, I see.
But I don't want you to spend huge amounts of time. Make the changes that build trust, and then let's get you more customers. So I would say the easiest way is if you hop on a hashtag, if you find the right hashtag in Instagram and you find the people who are posting and you ask them nicely, you can say, hey, I'm a young developer. I've just created this business as well. Do you mind hopping on and let me know what I'm doing wrong? And you're almost asking for, like, as people asking for help. Do you mind if I share? Because I get a lot of, on Instagram, I get a lot of direct messages saying, go buy hoodies from me, buy T-shirts from me, and here's the link. But if you approach people and super honestly, you say, I'm running this as a side hustle, I'm coding, I code for a living. This is a side hustle. You're a respected techie in your space. I would appreciate any help or advice you can give me. You may get some people who are nice and buy from you, but mainly they will tell you why they're not buying from you. And then because your big problem with every company's big problem is they have competitors, and you have to stand out and you have to be different. Or you have to find your small niche, so maybe your small niche is people of color who code. I don't know. I'm just putting it there. Or women of color who code. That is extremely niched. And if you find a tribe and if you can get that tribe, if you can resonate with that tribe and be authentic with that tribe, they'll support you and they'll give you the messages. You can create the shirts based on their experiences because you really understand the markets. If you go in there generalist, all developers, all techies, you're competing with everybody. So
So it's more about finding a niche or a group of people that that support and put your business out there, even if there are few, but if they are returning customers, that adds up as well.
Yeah, and then obviously your influencers, you can ask them to, can I send you a hoodie? Will you we post about it. They may not, especially your women in tech, because there's not a lot of them. I like your products. They're really cool. I can imagine a lot of people would be interested in them. And there's a lot of girls who code. There's a lot of in Cape Town, Joburg as well. They've got incubators. I can also connect you with a few people that I know, Baratang, who runs some of the girl coding groups.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah, maybe they can. I don't think the people attending necessarily have that much money, but potentially the sponsors would like to support you. And that's the other option, is that you go to the sponsors and people who are actually sponsoring some of these courses and see if they want to buy everyone a tee or a shirt. And you can have like sponsored by, and then Microsoft there or whoever paid for the shirts, So that's the other approach. But so you have to find the courses that are being hosted, and you have to speak to the host, and then you have to find the sponsors and say, can I approach your sponsors to sponsor all your coders a custom hoodie, tech hoodie from me, a young Black entrepreneur who is a coder and also, trying to make a business here. It's a nice story. It's a nice angle. So I think a lot of people would be interested in supporting you as well as supporting them. It's like this mutually beneficial triangle.
Oh, okay. I think I didn't think about it that way, but I think from how you're saying it, I think it makes more impact.
Yeah, because if you reach out to the program coordinator and you say, can you put me in touch with your sponsors so that I can get sponsored hoodies for your candidate, they might just forward your mail straight to them. Everybody loves a freebie, I always say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think. And the main thing is you need to hear from your customers why they're not shopping from you. So I would have a live chat button that turns into an email when you're not there. It's just that plugin. It just turns into email when you're not there. When you're there, it's on and it's live help. And you want to hear from them why they're not buying from you. Like now, when I tried to check out, there was a problem. It would be great if there was, especially at the checkout, a live help at the checkout is like the most important thing, because you're literally losing customers at that most critical junction. So, but I think, so for me, let's get the biggest holes closed in your bucket. Don't go and build all the bells and whistles. Just close the holes.
Okay.
Make the site trustworthy. Don't build new functionality in the sense of what I was saying of I can pick the hoodie and I can pick the message, or I can do my own custom list. Don't do that unless it's quick. And then, explore. Reddit can send you a lot of traffic quickly. Your email is great. Partnerships is great. Creating content is great. And then obviously your ads, boosting little ads on Instagram that can add up quickly. And then I would actually think that on LinkedIn, you can find your developer audience on LinkedIn. So if you go to LinkedIn and you do
I was actually trying to get the audience from LinkedIn, using my name. But the other thing that I was thinking as well was like, I don't know if I should put myself out there like as the face of the business. But I think from now, what you said now, I think I can get a lot of audience from LinkedIn if I put myself out there as the person behind the business.
Okay, so I typed in women who code, but this will open it up to global. But yeah, you could start by following the Women Who Code in LinkedIn. And then, so here's a whole bunch of people, but this is global, right? And if you find the hashtag Women Who Code in LinkedIn, you can hop on the hashtag and who's posting about that hashtag. Women in tech, female developer. I don't know what people are typing in. But let's say that I want to type in developer, and I want to go here to all filters, and I want to go to so I don't want posts, I want people. And I'm going to all filters. So here I can go to which location. So I want to say South Africa.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about this functionality.
And I want to search for a topic, women in tech. They talk about women in tech and hashtag dev, I don't know. Can add companies, I can add schools, I can add industry, so IT, tech, software development, and then you can add anything here, whatever else you can find. So let's show you results. So now, software developer, front-end developer. So we've got a lot of women coming through here. UX UI designer, junior. Okay, so he's male. There we've got some women in tech that you can follow and reach out to and message to say, I would love to send you a hoodie. Would you mind talking about it? I'm also a small business entrepreneur. How do you feel about blah, blah, blah? What do you think of my website? I'm trying to get started here. I've made a few sales. You know, if you send me a photo of you with a hoodie, I can send you this, or I don't know. Like this is where you have to be creative. But the main thing is you want to be connecting with your audience so that they're following you on LinkedIn. So when you're posting about your tops, you find the stuff. And on LinkedIn, you have to create 2 profiles. You have to create one profile that is your current job, and you have to create another profile, which is your passion project, so that I can see you as 2 things. I see that you're currently a developer. It's marked as to present. I'm working here from this date to present. I'm still employed here. And I am the CEO and founder of Maxfi, which is to present. In that
okay.
Employed at two jobs at one time.
I created the Maxfi page under my name as a page, not as a. I don't know if that works, or maybe.
Yeah, you must have Maxfi as a company page, but I'm saying you as a person are going to be messaging these people, and you have to have both your jobs. And that's only going to be a problem if your current employer doesn't want you to freelance and have something on the side. Then it's going to be a problem, because then they're going to see you for this freelance job. So if that's a problem on your contract, then you're going to have a bit of a challenge there.
Okay. I think I've write a lot of comments here and points. I'll implement them and shoot a message. Good that I have your WhatsApp, I can easily just.
You can. And I'll happily share your link once you've made changes. I'll share. Yeah. I'm happy to share your link on my social profiles and try and get you some support.
Oh, that would be awesome, eh? Yeah. I appreciate you. Your time and effort to walk me through this whole process.
Yeah, TK, well done. And just to stop and celebrate, you've got the website. You're making sales. I think that's the main thing. Is it's not just dreamware. It's reality. You've built it. you do have sales coming through. You're never going to convert 100% of the visitors into sales. You're always going to convert 6 to 10% max if you're lucky. So, I think, just keep at it. It is a full-time job. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I underestimated this when I started.
Yeah, because I also tell you, paid ads in South Africa, like I haven't spent a lot of time in our talk talking about paid ads, e-commerce, paid ads to e-commerce stores, because it's very hard to break even on paid ads. It's good that your products are slightly more expensive. Hopefully people add to carts, and then you can make some money, and then you can run paid ads. But the minute you have cheap products, and then your paid ads is really going to struggle to break even in a South African market with your paid ads. But TK, it's been lovely chatting to you, and I wish you all the best, and let me know how it's going.
Thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate. I hope we meet again. I'll shoot you a message once they change.
Lovely. Have a great day.
You.
Bye.